It is time. The time has come. It is time. It is time. I have been awarded a base and I don't know what it is yet. I will be doing the review with you guys. It's going to be, you guys are going to get like my first impressions of this. So stay tuned. Keep watching. Welcome back to my next location. If you're new to this channel, my name is Priscilla. I just got hired on as a flight attendant by a major US airline company. And if you know who they are. But that's not why we're here. Today, what we're here for is that I shared, you would see in a previous video that I shared the base selection process with you guys, what I went through with the airline company that I applied to. And I have received my email in which the base that I have been assigned is stated in. If you are an upcoming flight attendant or you're thinking of becoming a flight attendant and you're doing some research at the moment, you would know that the base you get assigned is one of the critical points of your flight attendant journey. It is not necessarily the most important part, but it is definitely a critical portion or component of the process. And the base you get assigned can either make you a commuter or not. So as I've said in my previous videos, I'm down for commuting any day, any time. However, if I do not have to commute, sign me up. Where do I sign? Where do I sign? So just a quick recap. Last week, I went through the base selection process. I went for the class and everything. I went for the informational session. And then out of that, the bases that were available for us to select from were announced. So for my class, training class in particular, we had about 5 bases available, which was Salt Lake City, Minneapolis, SeaTac, which is Seattle, New York, Boston, and Detroit. Okay, so it's 6. Yeah, out of the 6, we were required to make our first 3 selections. So you were only given 3 choices. Your first choice, second choice, and third choice. I have received the email. So for me personally, I chose Seattle as my first choice because I do live in Seattle. The airport is about 30 minutes away from me, even with slight traffic. So it's really convenient for me. Obviously, I would want Seattle. I live in an apartment. I already have a lease signed, so nobody's ready to move anywhere right now. So it's actually a perfect option for me. I chose New York specifically because of the amount of international travels that they have there and the international travel destinations that they have. So based on the bases that were made open for us to select from, out of the total number of bases, Seattle and New York had the highest international flying. So it was perfect. My first and second choice has like very high counts of international flying. However, between Seattle and New York had the most diverse international travel destinations. That was the thing. So New York, for example, you would get flights to Africa, you would get flights to Europe, you would get flights to different parts of the world and stuff like that. So it made more sense for me to want that, especially if I am highly interested in international travels to diverse locations or destinations. And then I chose Minneapolis because I know somebody there. So I did. I submitted my choices. Everything was sent in. Just a quick disclaimer. Every airline is different. Every airline is different. Even with this airline company that I applied to, people who went through the application process years before me shared in a way that alluded to the fact that the base selection or assignment process happened while you were in training. But for me, during my time, during my era, the base selection process and assignment happened before training. So I was actually supposed to get the email today, but I actually got it yesterday, but I couldn't record. So I don't know. I honestly do not know what base I have been assigned yet. So it's going to be a surprise for both of us. All of us here, but I'm super excited. I just can't wait. I don't know what to do. So you guys are gonna see my first impressions, my first reaction. Let's see. Let's go into that email right quick. All right. So I'm in the email and let's see. You will be taking off to our Seattle base. I got my first choice. If you watched the base assignment or selection process video that I did, I shared the process in which assignments are given. And based on the information that I received and from other flight attendants, bases are awarded based on seniority. So seniority being that if you've been with already and you're just doing like a job transfer or just switching over to become a flight attendant, you have a higher seniority. Then from there, it goes to external hires. So external hires are people like me who've never worked with before, who are now being hired to the company for the first time. And in your class, it's done by age. So the older you are, the higher the possibility of you getting your first choice. In the sense that, let's say my first choice was Seattle and there were only 5 spots open in Seattle. And then in my class, there were 5 people like older than me and they all wanted Seattle. they would have gotten it, and then I wouldn't have been able to get Seattle, because Seattle had only 5 open spots, and in my class there were 5 people that were older than me, or some of them were already presently employees. They would have gotten Seattle and I wouldn't have, so then they would have to move to my second choice. And if it gets to my second choice and people are still ahead of me, then it is what it is. But honestly, this is the first time in my life where I've been so proud and so happy that I'm grown, that I'm old. Age is nothing but a number, but today and at this time, this number came through for me, so I'm all down for it. So yes, guys, I did get my first choice, and this is to say that because when I was doing my research, even before I applied, a lot of people were saying like, hey, when you sign that dotted line and you're like, I'm open to moving to any base I'm assigned, or open to working at any base that I'm assigned, they mean that business, and they would not hesitate to assign you to a base that is like 5-hour flight away or 6-hour flight away from you. So for me, if I had gone off of the fact that, oh my God, there isn't like the possibility of me getting assigned a base that's where I live, it's very, very minimal, I wouldn't have applied to become a flight attendant. I've said, no, I can't risk having to move to a whole different state, you know, or I can't risk having to commute 5 hours. Because if I get assigned to New York, it means I'm going to have to commute. That's a 5 to 6 hour flight right there. It was a lot to think about, but I was still open to doing it because of the kind of work I would be able to do there and the kind of access that I would get at New York compared to Seattle. But I'm still so happy that I did get SeaTac, especially because I'm just becoming a flight attendant. Everything is new. So this time around, my focus is more so I don't have to move or relocate anywhere. My focus can be on actually learning the job, getting comfortable, understanding the process and everything. So to sum everything up, I applied, I went through the application process, I got my CJO on my first attempt, and then also I got assigned my first choice of a base, which is 30 minutes away from me. It's perfect. Like, this is like the perfect story right there. The only thing I'm left with is to go for training, get like 100 on those tests, get my wings, and bam, we're in the air flying. And I actually appreciate the fact that we went through the base selection process before training, because assuming I got New York and I did want to move to New York, it would actually give me going through training, that 6 weeks while I'm in training, to actually figure out what I want to do in terms of my living situation. So I actually appreciate that. And then also, if maybe I don't want New York and I cannot do New York, thinking about it, then I know that, okay, I don't even have to go for training at all. I can just decline the offer to become a flight attendant rather than spending 6 weeks going training and then later finding out that you're getting a base that you don't want and you've already committed the time already. So it's actually a really good deal. And then the other thing is that even though you're given 3 times to make 3 choices, you cannot make the same choice for each time. So just because I wanted SeaTac and I wanted it so bad, I cannot say first choice is SeaTac, second choice is SeaTac, third choice is SeaTac. No, you can't do that. You have to give 3 different choices. So no matter what, you're going to be put in a position where you're choosing a base that probably is not like the best scenario, but it's also not the worst scenario for you. So yay, here we are. I am like a living testimony of the fact that anything is possible. Like, you would never know until you try. So yes, your girl got her first choice. I got a base that I live in, and we're good to go. Like, hey, hello. I am so excited. Don't be discouraged. Believe in yourself. Know that if you want something, you can manifest it. Speak positivity. Like, just hope for the good, because you never know what's going to happen. That being said, if you've made it this far, kindly support my channel. I am currently sitting at 169 subscribers. What are you guys doing? You love the content. You love the content. You're always telling me how much you love the content. The least you can do is to share my videos, subscribe to my channel, and help my channel grow. The more traction I get, the more visibility I get, the more people will get access to the information I'm sharing, because I am giving real tea. I am giving you real tea as it's happening to me. So please feel free. If you do have any questions, do reach out to me on Instagram. I am on Instagram and TikTok, and the DMs on Instagram, it's easy for me to respond to compared to the comment section here. However, wherever you feel comfortable or it's easy for you, just drop a comment. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section below. If you have anything to share, please share in the comment section below, because I am new. I don't have all the information. I'm here for you as you are here for me. So please subscribe to the channel. Once again, give the video a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I got my base assignment, guys. I got my base assignment. Oh my God. It is happening. It has happened. And we are here to see what happens. Stay tuned. See you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.